And we are back. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple weeks. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything all right?
Yep. Yep. I had a hiccup as I said that.
Just cleared my throat.
I'm really not Robert.
Never again. Just had to put a fire off one last work email.
Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. Off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there?
I don't know.
Oh shit, he's behind us. That's not a good sign.
There's no reception out here.
Has he been away from his kids before? Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. He really didn't want to leave.
Time to go home.
But what if there's a problem?
Dude, you need some dad time off. There won't be. You've trained for this. Or reception is at least a war worried.
You've trained for this.
I think this is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think either
But
one
saying
of these
there
two.
won't be is dismissing his worries.
Yeah,
I
you've
think
trained
you've
for
trained
this.
for-
It's
that's
very
encouraging.
positive
Yeah.
reinforcement. Okay, you've trained for this. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship, all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine, man. You're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks.
Maybe we should go back. I would find another campground that gets good cell reception.
Craig, seriously, what's wrong, man?
I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing.
Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away. No matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself they're in good hands.
That's very good advice.
Craig doesn't say anything. Give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Punch. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes. I think there should be a comma there, maybe. Or maybe one less directly.
No distractions. No phone service. Just two dads relaxing out in the woods, getting boned.
Yup, we're gonna have some fun this weekend. You brought the lube, right? Spit and sand doesn't make for good lubricant. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike. God damn it, I can't talk. It's a long sentence. Before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there.
Ooh.
Can't believe you still have this tent.
I only popped it for you, baby.
Oh.
Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. Dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. Hand Craig the stakes. It's awful sexy.
We still know how to do this, right?
Of course we do. We do not.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
That looks like a good tent.
No.
Holy shit, who carried the fucking cooler? After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked someone to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. Wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork.
Bro, look at us go.
Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews.
Oh, I read grind our meats.
Oh, I read that wrong. Upon this rock we shall grind our meats and drink our brews. For we hold domination over this land.
And each other.
Ah, you beat me to it. Sarah's cracking up. Verily. And look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on.
As well as each other.
I've given you something to sit on. Why is my horny dad voice like bad dad? Give you something to sit on. It's very aggressive. Holy shit! I think that says more about me than anything. So what's next on the Capstravaganza docket?
All
I'm
right.
gonna keep my mouth shut for that one.
What a docket.
No.
So long as you're on cut.
Now that we have
That's right.
now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring.
Of each other.
There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to.
Let's go hiking.
I'll show you my waterfall, baby.
Just don't go chasing them. Craig and I venture into the woods. You know, I had an argument with Sam. I was like, dude, you've heard that song before. He's like, no, I haven't. And I'm like, no, you've heard that song before. You've heard TLC. He's like, I've never heard of that band. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? 10-11 Care? He's like, yeah, no. Never heard of them. I'm like, you're fucking lying to me, Sam. He's like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna make you listen to it.
I think he's heard it.
I think everyone's heard. I think everyone's heard
If you
it.
play it for it, I'm sure he's heard it.
I want him to hear it. I've just never made it a point, and I've just been salty about it, like a bad person.
Oh, you are beyond salty. You're marinated.
I am marinated. Marinated in fitness dad juice. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Admire. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me.
Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like?
Yeah, it's a raging boner. I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my god! It is a raging boner. A tree looks like a butt!
I can't get over how detailed it is.
I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were gonna have a great time camping, but this makes it even butter.
No.
Craig holds back a snicker.
I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one.
I'm snickering now too. We're not the same when we're hungry. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. We are getting close now.
Check it out.
Oh!
It's more deep.
It's my dick in a box. There's a clearing up ahead. He must have shaved. As we get closer, I can hear water running. That's not good. It's getting very Trumpy over here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Are we gonna get naked?
I think we might. Skinny dipping time. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouse agape with the genuine beauty of this place, we go to investigate. That old waterfall.
Nice.
It's gorgeous.
Nature's so rad. That is peeing further. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. How deep is it?
Think we could jump off it like the good old days?
Oh no.
You could die.
Ha! This old dad, this old dad is happy here on dry land.
Looks like he could climb right up there.
We didn't even bring swimming trunks. Oh no!
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
Crick immediately begins taking his clothes off. Ah!
Oh, look at that bulge.
That's photoshopped. I've seen photoshops in my day. I can clearly tell that's a Photoshop. Look at that pixel right there. See? It's photoshopped. Look at Craig's butt. Don't look at Craig's butt.
Look at Craig's butt.
I can't. He's turned around.
Well, go walk behind
Do
him.
we look at Craig's
Look
butt?
at his butt.
All right.
Look, yeah,
Sarah?
yeah.
All right. Look at Craig's butt. Can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking.
I do a lot of glute workouts.
I immediately turn away,
believe
blushing.
You coming?
Soon.
Or what?
A little too early, yeah. Sorry. I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes.
We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal.
You got it, Chief. Let's put on a show, or who needs pants anyway? I think they're all the same, aren't they?
Who needs pants anyway?
I like it too.
Okay.
That sounds playful.
Okay. They're society's oppressors. Down with pants. Down with the system.
That's the spirit.
I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher from this perspective. It always does. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks at me in the eyes, nodding my dick. Hey Craig, my eyes are up here.
Don't think. Just jump.
Craig cannonballs out the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water.
Whoa!
He treads water and looks up at me.
You coming? Or what?
Nope. Don't think. Just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the ledge trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, I turn into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap.
Wow!
I resurface to find Craig giggling.
I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place.
I thought we were gonna die right there.
In my throat. Playfully splash water at Craig. Splash, splash.
Nice.
Are you sure about that?
I take my splashes back.
Can you splash?
I splash them again.
You've given me no choice.
Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water.
You've awakened the beast.
He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Squirt water at him with your hands. Hammer fist or dunk him.
Dunk 'em.
Dunk 'em.
Dunk him. A lunge for Craig and managed to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all my dad strength to lift Craig out of the water.
Hey!
I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water.
My turn.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. It seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water, devastated.
You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good? My shirt off? Nah, bruh. These arm cannons are dad launchers.
Are they daddy launchers, though? Ah, we're getting fucking eggplants like crazy. Craig does a playful flex for me. Flex, flex. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it.
Yeah, sure.
We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush.
Not so cares. Not so scary now, huh?
Race you to the top, or I've had enough excitement for today.
Race it to the top.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We run all the way up the slip rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush.
Good form on that one. Want to go again?
I think that's enough
I
time.
think I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired.
We
You
should
guys
go back
know
to
something
bed.
I don't know.
I think we're pretty
and
tired.
for that reason, I'm gonna say I'm tired, you effers.
I'm pretty tired.
Nice.
We should probably head back.
Oh, thank God.
Bitches.
We're gonna put our clothes back on and notice they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea.
It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going.
We could have died there, like legitimately.
I know we
died
could
there.
have. I wanted to keep jumping, but you.
I think
yanked
after
me
the third
back.
jump, you die. Someone spoiled it for me months ago that you could fucking die by
remember you
jumping off.
telling me about it.
And I was like, oh no. And you're like, let's keep jumping. I was like, Sarah, no. Sarah, no. I don't know what happens if we die. Do we lose all our saves? I don't know. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes and tinfoil. Ooh, that's the best.
You're ready for a feast.
I'm gonna feast on that fucking. Hey man, take a seat. Craig train is pulling into Relaxation Station, and I'm your conductor. Choo choo. Let me cook for you.
Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here.
That makes sense. He's fit. He ought to know how to cook, right?
Yeah.
Craig cooks now? I remember his entire sophomore year diet consisting of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire.
Sure. Let me grab my matches.
Oh shit. Let's start this. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be our mini game? Start a fire?
Might be. I know I packed it.
Craig checks another bag, still can't find it. My stomach grumbles. And now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. I really need to get us start a fire.
Get
Fire
naked
started.
and huddle for warmth.
Hey
Get
man,
those sleeping bags.
they don't have any fat on them though. Sorry. You need that fat for the warmth. Y'all gonna die.
And that's how they die.
That's how they died.
Not with the
we were worried
waterfall.
about the jumping out the waterfall. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world.
Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude.
Don't be. We can figure this out. Which, by the way, guys, I mean, if you're just picking up at this point, yeah, you could totally fucking die in this game. It is a real thing. We weren't being, like, facetious or anything. You can totally die in this game.
You can definitely die.
And the only one that it was spoiled for me was a Joseph date, where if we didn't land that dance, we end up breaking our necks and dying. And then the other one is we slip and fall off the rocks and die in the pool of water. And all we feel was warm blood water around us as we fade into
I
darkness.
love warm blood water. I drink it for supper every night.
I bathe in it.
We can start a fire. We're smart, guys. We're smart guys. We're smart guys. I mean, how can... Line. I mean, how could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. Gesture to his dick.
Hi.
There's no, there's no shortage. I can't even say it. There's no shortage of that.
And some tinder.
Eh.
We can make that work.
Swipe right.
And is right? Yeah, I guess right's the way, huh?
Right's good.
Yeah. And then I think of some ancient aliens are... Wait, what? And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire.
Just had fire, right?
Yeah, you brought the can of fire, didn't you? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick.
Oh.
I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second.
Any way I can help?
Give me some moral support.
I'll give you some moral support.
Lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen.
Lift something, all right. You can do it, or never knew a better Craig, or go overboard with compliments. I don't think he needs to be complimented too much.
You can do it?
You can do it.
Well,
You
no,
can do it! Clear eyes, full heart, can't, not make that fire. You can make that fire, Craig.
Oh.
That's the stuff.
Next time, guys. Beep.
Boop.
I think the bad part is if we can't start the fire, we're probably going to cuddle and fuck in the camp. But if we can start the fire,
We're
we're
still
probably
gonna
going to
cuddle
get
and
good
fuck.
stuff and then cuddle and fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who goes camping? Well, never mind. Who goes camping and doesn't have gay sex in a tent?